As I drove down Maple Street that night, the scratching on the car roof started again, just like it had the night before. I glanced at my wife, Sarah, who was white-knuckling the door handle. The sound was faint at first, then grew louder, like fingernails raking across metal. Sarah's eyes met mine, wide with fear. We'd been investigating strange noises around our new house, but this was different. It was personal. The GPS announced our turn was coming up, and I slowed down, but the scratching didn't stop. It was rhythmic now, almost deliberate. Sarah whispered, "What's it doing?" I shook my head, my eyes scanning the dark trees looming above us. The scratching stopped as suddenly as it began. An unsettling silence followed. Sarah exhaled slowly. "Let's get home," she said, her voice barely above a whisper. As we turned into our driveway, I noticed something odd. The front door was slightly ajar. If you want to know what happens next, follow now. Part 2 is coming. If you are just joining, go back and watch Part 1 first. You need the full picture. Remember the front door I told you was slightly ajar? I pushed it open slowly, calling out, "Hello?" The house was dark and silent. Sarah followed close behind, her hand on my arm. We stepped inside, and I fumbled for the light switch. The living room was in disarray. Cushions were tossed, and the coffee table was overturned. Sarah gasped, "What happened here?" I shook my head, my mind racing. We hadn't left it like this. I checked the kitchen, but it was untouched. The back door was locked. As I turned to Sarah, I saw her staring at something behind me. I turned to see what it was, and that's when I saw it. A message scrawled on the wall in red. This story is not over. Part 3 drops next. This is Part 3. If you missed what happened before, start from Part 1. The message on the wall read, "They're coming for you." Sarah's eyes were fixed on it, her face pale. I felt a chill run down my spine as I realized it was written in our daughter's handwriting. Our daughter Emily had passed away 3 years ago. Sarah's grip on my arm tightened. "Who did this?" she whispered. I tried to shake off the feeling of dread, telling myself it was just a prank. But the words seemed to sear into my brain. I heard a faint creaking sound coming from upstairs. It sounded like someone was walking around in Emily's old room. Sarah heard it too, and her eyes locked onto mine, filled with fear. We stood frozen, unsure of what to do next. The creaking stopped, and an oppressive silence fell. This story is not over. Part 4 drops next. Welcome back. If you remember where we left off, things were about to get much worse. The silence was suffocating. Sarah's voice was barely audible as she whispered, "We need to check." I nodded and we crept upstairs, our hearts pounding. The door to Emily's room was open, just a crack. I pushed it open slowly, and a faint scent wafted out. The same perfume Emily used to wear. Sarah's hand tightened around mine as we stepped inside. The room was just as we'd left it after her passing, but something felt off. The window was open, and the curtains billowed in the breeze. I felt a presence behind me, and turned to see Sarah staring at something on the bed. Her eyes were wide with terror as she whispered, "It's here." And that's when I saw it. A small, antique music box playing a haunting melody. To this day, no one has been able to explain what really happened. Follow for more true stories.